Hello, hello, hello. It is Moonshine Oracle with the final elemental check-in for the Earth element of the year 2025. Kind of like my little Christmas gift to y'all. Not that a lot of people watch, but just a few. Disclaimers are in the description boxes of all the videos because I just won't let me dealing with anybody's triggered, unhealed bullshit. Get it, got it good, moving on. Earth element, you or somebody is constantly worried about money that don't belong to you. You're worried about money that is not just going to be handed to you willy-nilly and all that fun jazz. Somebody here has just been like evil eyeing what someone has, their ability to take care of themselves, like just handle all the shit and stuff like that. And I mean, it's just make it make sense, because I think what it is, it's somebody's sense of independence that triggers the fire out of them. And instead of being inspired to better themselves and their position, they're, well, shall we say, upset. They feel like you're rubbing it, like somebody is rubbing something in their face, and they're not. They're not. Because God forbid you have to go get tires on your car. God forbid. And you be able to do it. God forbid you need a new appliance, washer, dryer, stovetop after when the old one you've had for damn near 2 decades breaks down for good. And I mean, it's just, God forbid you be able to handle your own damn business, because I think what this is somebody here has a really extremely delusional sense of entitlement, like because they see you handling business that pertains to you. They had themselves under the impression that you would come help them with theirs as well. And it's like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody here may be trying to like cut in front of others and stuff like that. And I mean, it's just because of this whole thing, somebody here made it themselves to compete with like life milestones and the like. And I mean, it's just, again, make it make sense. Just because you are related to a person by blood does not obligate them to give you a helping hand in times of trouble, especially when you are the cause of the trouble. That second cousin once removed and stuff like that, like, they're not obligated to come into the woods looking for you, pick you up, and take you out of wherever it is you are. They have their own things to be dealing with, and the last thing they need is somebody who is more like they're just dedicated to being a problem. And 9 times out of 10, some folks are just so stuck in their own pain, their own trauma. They fail to see the trauma they cause others. And as much as it's nice to be around people who are patient, but the problem is that patience has its limits. When you're busting out the windshield of somebody's car because you're mad they bought a new phone that they had, like, it had to be done because they bought a new phone instead of buying you food and stuff like that. Like, it's stupid shit. It's stupid pocket watching shit. It's stupid shit that people could get themselves out of if they chose to see that there is a way out. And somebody here just straight up comes from the cursed line of the family tree, and misery loves company. And it's like, absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do you have any idea how much it costs to replace a busted windshield? Oh, yeah. Like on a car like mine, you're looking at $500 out of pocket. I would like to avoid that expense. But you decide, well, I'm not going to do the windshield. I'm just going to bust the windows of her house. Guess what? Yes, I have insurance. Do I want to pay the goddamn premiums and deductibles? No, the fuck I don't. Somebody here does not. Like, somebody here just is accustomed to not being held accountable. I think that's what this is. Somebody here is accustomed to not being held accountable for their shit, like regardless of their addictions and stuff like that. I mean, it's just, somebody came, like the side of the family that raised them is very coddling, very enabling. Oh, but they're family, you support them, they just need love and all this other shit. And it's like, I'm gonna tell you this here and now. You find that one cousin down the line like me, who were raised by the side of the family that call the popo. Yeah. You gonna be fighting the judge. You gonna be fighting that case you put yourself in for trespassing on privately owned property. People are not playing in this day and age. They're not playing with you. I don't know. Somebody here has like a drug addict cousin that is just the karmic-y of karmic energy. And it's like, I'm tired of this shit. We all have them. Like, they are countryer than cornbread. They are so damn country. They spell it with a K. And it's like, it's not that they're bad people at heart. It's just you cannot take them with you. You can't. You can't. So, because like there's, oh God. These are the type of people that if they know who your employer is, they are calling them up with all kinds of allegations. They're slashing the tires on your car. They're busting the windshield out your car. They're vandalizing your house. And I mean, it's just, you go to file the police report and all that jazz, and then their mama, their grandmama is like, that's not them. Then how the fuck do you explain the camera footage, Janice? Holy shit, Patricia. Yes, that is your child. But, they're unemployed. A few days in jail ain't gonna change nothing. But that's your cousin. And she's the reason I got fired from my job, so absolutely the fuck not. No. Somebody here has just pushed somebody way too fucking far. And like, you know what? Because like, you thought a person was cold-hearted and a stuck-up prude now? Oh no. That lawyer is on speed dial now. Again, they're not playing out here. You want a person to win so that way they can help people? You need to get the fuck out of the way. But the reason a lot of y'all simple folk don't do that is because you're afraid of being left behind. You're afraid of being forgotten. Well, congratulations. Now you manifested your fucking fears. No amount of witchcraft, stalking, harassment, and all that jazz is gonna make people take you out of wherever it is you're at if all you are going to do is throw your ass willingly back into it. Now, the thing is this. These are the type of people that will call you saying they need a transmission for their car. Well, you send them they want you to send the money in good faith, that you won't question it or anything like that. But they don't get the transmission for their car. They go contact their dealer to get a hit. Well, guess what? Now the transmission is actually out in the car, and they're calling you up again. It's like, I just gave you money for that 3 months ago. What happened? Because, like, take me for instance. You have to give me an invoice proving that you need what it is you say. So that way, if I do give you the money, I better see a goddamn receipt to match that invoice. Because I'm going to tell you this here now. I don't play that shit. Like, this is where my mama's genes chime in. Like, people don't need coddling. They sometimes need tough love. And people like me are the ones who dish it. And believe me when I say I have been called everything under the goddamn sun. But when you're in my shoes, you don't have time for somebody because of their issues and them constantly crashing out. Like, I don't have time for that shit. And I think what a lot of folks like this don't understand is the majority only make enough to take care of themselves and not the village. So is it anything personal? No. A lot of these people that are mad that others are not helping, they could not help if they wanted to. They couldn't. But the thing is, this all has one thing in common. It is a blunt refusal to be accountable for their own bullshit. That's what this is. I mean, my thing is, these people deep down, they know the truth. They know. They know. And what kills me, again, is that entitlement. They think because you're able to pay all of your bills, you can pay theirs too. Because you're able to feed yourself according to your specialty needs, you can feed everybody else as well. Like, because if it's not a money thing, it's a you doing you thing. And like take me for example. When you have to follow a specialty type of diet to keep yourself out of the doctors and all that jazz, you're going to fight tooth and nail to maintain your health. You are. It may not be a big deal to your great aunt, but it's a big deal to you because you're the one paying all the invoices. You're the one, like, it's your arm being stuck, poked, and prodded for blood work. And if you're like me, you have the swimmer's veins, which hurt like a motherfucker if you have somebody who does not know what the fuck they're doing. Trust me, it's not fun. Somebody did not want that part out. But yeah. Because in addition to me being anemic, I have rolling veins. And I promise you, when you get a person who does not know how to do lab draws with rolling veins, holy shit. There was one time my arm, like the inside of my forearm was so bruised I could hardly bend it. That's how bad. Because they're digging in there with the needle and stuff like that, trying to hit the vein. And it's like the only time needles have ever pierced my skin is for lab draws at the doctor's office. So somebody here's a drug addict. That is the only time needles have ever pierced my skin. A vaccination or a lab draw at the doctor's office. And my thing is this. By the time I was done with all of my labs and stuff like that, like, because there was one side, like, there was one arm in particular, it was my right arm, that everybody liked to pull from. By the time everything was said and done, like, my right side, you could not draw anything from that side because that side had been brutalized so damn much. And I mean, it's just, and on top of that too, I can still see the like that one time I had to go to the emergency room, I can still see where they stuck the needle. I can still see it. Like somebody here who's just dedicated to causing a bunch of shit. They don't just have marks on their arms they're like, it's just, they stuck themselves wherever. Bada bing, bada boom. You know how it goes. Addicts do not care. And if I remember correctly, one of my addict friends that OD'd a decade ago, I think he had hepatitis C. And there's no treatment for stuff like that. Like, you can't share drinks. You can't eat after anybody. Here, take a bite after that they do. Yeah, no. You're not going to be able to do any of that if somebody is positive for Hep C. And the thing is, like, take like all the lies I've dealt with over the years and stuff like that. For example, if I had Hep C, I would fucking know about it by now. I would fucking know about it. I would. Hang on. Okay, yeah, this is an addict. This is somebody who just tore their life all the way up. They see no hope. They see no way out. They don't like being treated like a basket case, and I get it. But at the same time, when you have a history of throwing things, when you feel some type of way that day, it's going to be held against you, whether you're sober or under the influence. It's going to be held against you. When you have a history of breaking and entering into people's homes to steal in the name of supporting your habit, it's going to be held against you. Nobody is going to trust you. And I mean nobody. Because there's an addict uncle of mine that passed away back in 2021 due to complications caused by COVID. And the thing is, I have another uncle too on my mama's side, like same spiel, only he's still alive. He was an addict as well, but the difference between uncle on my dad's side and uncle on my mom's side is my mom's side called the cops. My mother's side called the cops. Dad's side did not. like, the snake has grown so big that, I mean, it's just, I don't know what to tell folks other than somebody here is just going to have to bite the bullet and call the cops. If they have been impersonating a person online, they're going to jail for cyber stalking. If they have been trying to, shall we say, scam a person, steal, whatever, they're going to jail. And so on down that line. Like, again, I don't know what to tell folks other than everybody has a reason for why things turn out like they turned out the way they are. Because somebody here just takes the fact that somebody is not very compassionate, or they don't appear to be compassionate and all that jazz, because they themselves were once in the addict's shoes. But the thing is, and they just wished somebody would be a little more kind and courteous to them. But I'm going to tell you this here and now. Not all addicts are innocent. Not all of them are innocent. And when they are damaging property and assets you have busted your ass for, you would protect yourself accordingly as well. You would. And that's why I do not hold it against folks who protect themselves as they need to from stuff of this sort. Because it reaches to a point where you have to. You don't have a choice anymore. Your livelihood depends on it. The safety of your family depends on it, and so on down that line. And you never know, that addict may very well one day turn around and try to take you out in a blind rage. Because I already know there's a couple of my cousins on my dad's side that are just so deep-rooted lost in that regard. I would not put it past them to try if we were alone in the same room. But the thing is, I'm prepared to protect myself accordingly. And another thing about addicts too is the weaker the mind, the weaker the vessel. Alcohol, aka spirits, will open you up to possession if you are not careful. Like drugs, alcohol, it weakens your auric field, making you easier to take over. And the only way they can like just completely take a vessel without the influence of anything is their mental health was already bad. Like, they were born with a chemical imbalance of that sort and all that jazz. Somebody here, because not only am I dealing with like addicts, there's somebody here whose their headspace is just not the best. But they did a bunch of things not realizing that they were under demonic influence when they did them. And there's evidence of them doing these things while they were taken over. Okay, so that's what that is. Yeah, somebody's been recorded doing something rather evil. And it's leverage for somebody. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Everybody enjoy your holiday.